Which EastEnders character do you never want back? This can be a wide range. There's a ton of options. This could be Michelle Fowler 2016. This can be Hayley Slater's entire character you never want back. This could even be a personality trait, like the new Ben Mitchell. Maybe you don't want him back. Maybe you want Harry Reid's Ben Mitchell personality and look and everything else back because the new one was terrible. Just that might be there for rage bait, might not be. So this is just about characters we don't want back, because every week we got to do something like this. Which EastEnders this, which EastEnders that. It's the classic Watching Walford approach. It's all. I'm not shading it. I'm just saying you got to do one of these.
Each video is different.
Each video is different. No, because every intro I'm just like, hello guys, this is the intro.
That's on you, mate. That's on you.
Yeah, well, I'm
that's
trying.
That's not on me. I'm not forcing the words out of your mouth.
I know. Oh, new WWE pop vinyl figures are available. Oh, that's good to hear. So now it's time to send it over. Also, as a side note, yes, I am wearing my Andrew Tato shirt, which, if you don't know, is a parody on Conor McGregor. Because
it's a charity shirt.
It's a charity shirt because if you don't know, Conor McGregor just did some not so savoury things, and then basically when he did that speech in the White House, people started calling him Andrew Tato for obvious reasons.
Never want Conor McGregor. He should never come back, and he should not. Yeah, just fuck that guy. Characters never want back. I mean, it can be so many different things, right? It can be characters who you just hated off from the off, characters who you may have liked at the start, gone through it, by the end you despised them. And even if Piggy may have been rage baiting a little bit, I do think that, I mean, first, the character I never want back. I never want Grey Atkins back, all in all. I never want him back ever again. I simply cannot be dealing with Grey Atkins. The whole appeal was lost on me. He happened to join and be in the show at a very, sure, it probably got hampered by the pandemic, and probably got hampered by those times where they had to lock stock and figure out what they actually wanted to do, progress things further than they initially were going to, or go even further. But it's just, he was a character who could have been interesting. And they really could have gone a different direction. And there were different angles as to how they were going to go with Grey Atkins. But they never did. And they did, he was a domestic abuser. That was understood. And then Chantel was killed by him. So, okay, this is interesting. During lockdown especially, a lot of domestic, violence cases, a lot of people were trapped in their homes with the abuser. It was horrific. And then they just made him a full-blown serial killer. Okay.
Classic.
You're really doing a lot of justice for domestic violence cases. And also, people obviously say it's like, oh, well, back in the day, things went on really long. We didn't know who Michelle's baby daddy was for ages. Yes. And I'm not against long-term storylines, but they have to be worth it. I don't think the Ray Atkins storyline was worth it. It was depressingly bleak. I don't think he did a bad job. I think he was a solid enough actor. I do think, I think the direction of the character was a little, it was just a bit too dark and broody for me personally. It looked like they wanted to make him Christian Grey a little bit, but just a bit darker from 50 Shades. It's just, the longing stares, the consistent trying to hide. It was just very wooden. I get that he was trying to play a narcissist, right? And I do think he did somewhat of a good job. And he wasn't people say he was a terrible actor. I don't think he was. I do think he did a generally good job. It's just, by the end, he definitely was overexposed and outstayed his welcome. And I'd never want to see Grey Atkins ever again. Even if in 30 years, well, I don't know, is he ever getting out? He killed 3 people. Is he ever getting? I'm sure he will at some point, but when the schedule fits, he will get out of prison. But please, just let's not ever do that.
See, I wouldn't mind in a case if Chelsea's on the show in say 20 years And as a
Yeah, but
one-off,
she's getting axed anyways.
yeah. But let's just imagine Chelsea comes back and everything about 20 years. I wouldn't mind if they do like a one-off storyline. Like it's about 3-4 episodes where he breaks out, and obviously Jordan, the child, is growing up now.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind if they did one where he breaks out of prison just to see Jordan, and then it's like, I'm gonna kidnap this child and just bring him with me, even though he's 20 and he's a full-grown adult and he can make his own decisions. I do want to see him, and then obviously he gets arrested. I wouldn't mind that, because that would be interesting. I do agree with Ray Atkins, but that's what got me back into EastEnders at the very end, was just seeing him being caught. Because, like, it's the one I always joke about as when people complain about unrealistic deaths, is the one I complain about is obviously Kush, where he falls onto the train tracks and there is suddenly no CCTV cameras.
I mean, you know, it does happen. It does happen.
No, I know. It's the one I go to. I'm like, in London. I understand if you're up in Birmingham, but you're in London.
Saying it like you're in America, but it does happen. It's just
yeah, I know it does happen. I know it does happen.
There have been comments. It does happen.
I know. Okay, I know. Okay, I'm just giving my point. That's my most unrealistic death. Okay, but as I don't really know who I'd pick for this. I guess the new Ben Mitchell. Who played him? Who played it?
Max Bowden.
Max Bowden's Ben Mitchell just made me so depressed watching him, because everything like Jay could have ran a marathon, which he did do in 2024, and then Ben was like, "Oh guys, I'm suffering. Grow up. Let your friend have his moment. Come on. Oh, I'm having eating problems. I don't care, mate. Don't care. I don't want to hear your sad story." And then Callum was like, "Oh, I got promoted. Oh, yeah, that's good for you. But you know, I can only hear in one ear. Yeah, I don't care, mate. Where was the fun Ben Mitchell from 10 years ago, who actually was a bit of a laugh and I could have a joke with, and wasn't very moody and depressed and everything about him? Where was that Ben Mitchell gone? No, you took him out back and you shot him. I don't like that Ben Mitchell. I hate it."
Yeah, I mean, like I was also gonna perhaps go for it too, but I don't think all the body of work was bad. Like I was a big fan in like 2019, even 2020, 2021. It's just the last like 2 to 3 years of the recent Ben Mitchell, it just became insufferable. And yeah, sure, even when Chris Crenshaw fully took control, he did start to lessen Ben's like impact and storylines. But for me, it's what people should look at if they want how not to write a character. I mean, it's why they dispatched a Whitney as well. Like, oh yeah, you're a really interesting character. Yeah, people are really invested in you. What if we never make you happy and always make you miserable? What? What? And like, it's not even to shade Max Bowden as well. He did a really good job. He was very like raw, very good actor. He played the part really well. It's just the direction for that Ben Mitchell was so insufferably samey that you get sick of it. It's like eating a bowl of plain mashed potato. It's like, Jesus, all right, just 10 more scoops of slop. 10 more scoops. You get bored quicker than you get full. Like you just get sick of it. It's just at some point you just get tired of it, and that's my experience of that Ben Mitchell. Because I love Ben Mitchell. Ben Mitchell was he's up there in my like top 5 soap characters of all time. At least before this recent version, before they just constantly just drove him into the ground. It's just criminally mishandled, and I still would like to see Harry Reid back in the role, get a bit more joy back in there, but he's definitely a character that got way too overexposed way too fast. Because Benny's a really interesting character. He's had a shit life. Like, he's had a terrible life. And that will be talked about in a video coming out at some point. He's had a really rough life, and you can understand why he would struggle with so many things. He's got a lot of trauma, got a lot of problems in his life that he hasn't necessarily all dealt with in a healthy way. But yeah, just making him, this Ben Mitchell, he's going to be more like a gangster. He's going to become Phil. It's like, no, but that's the whole point. The character is not supposed to become Phil. He's supposed to become better than Phil, proving Phil wrong and proving that he should have just taken the path he wanted to and not keep messing up because he keeps trying to be like Phil, despite the fact that he's nothing like him. It's just it's a weird direction they took the character. And, just once again, not to say that Max Bowden did a bad job. He did do a good job. He put everything into the role. He was really good. So it's just, he just got kind of constantly flung over the side, just like when Martin threw his legs over the side of the bridge, the viaduct at the train. Just like when he was thrown over the edge. He was thrown over the edge a little bit too many times.
One I'm going for, and it's not because of any hate or anything, but I just think because it needs a refresher, and hopefully next time they do the right thing and bring it back together, bring this couple back together. Bianca, and hopefully Terry. Bianca after this just needs a long break, please, because for 2023, I don't want to say she's been dumbfounded, but they've basically not ruined her character. She was correct in all her motives. It was just Terry. I just didn't like it. Like you ruined the perfect relationship between her and Terry. First off, which was not cool.
Perfect.
What?
Perfect.
Yeah, it was a perfect relationship. I seen those people's Instagram stories. They were perfect. And then you just kind of bring her in. She's kind of just there. And then she gets kidnapped by Reese, and then that's the whole thing. She's just felt a bit tired and a bit played out. Same with Sonia. I don't want them fully gone forever. Just give me a good 5 years away, please. Just.
I kind of disagree with the Bianca one personally. I do think that the Reese storyline has stunk up like all of the characters involved in it. I won't lie. I do agree with that, but I think that Bianca's arc of her return into now what's going to be her exit, I do think she genuinely did seem to, for a while, like she joined and then she was a dick and she was struggling and then she stayed, then she left and we're all like, is that it? Is that her just gone now? It's like, no, it's not. There's more. And then you have the Reese stuff, which was insufferable for a lot of us. But by the end, I do think they've really managed to do a full 180, and I feel like they've done what Chris Lanshaw, I'd argue, has been really good at in this current generation, is he has really put that stamp of approval back, where I would happily see Bianca back for an extended run at any point in time, and that's, that kind of puts it at odds with the concept of this video.
Yeah, well,
I don't never want to see her back. Sonia, I could never see back. Honestly, Sonia, I don't. Just like how the writers kind of kind of unprompted said that they have no idea what to do with Yolanda as a character. I never need to see Sonia back. Like, I appreciate her contributions to EastEnders. I appreciate the history. I just don't need her at all. Don't need her. She's a very boring character who she's been treading the same water for what feels like the last decade. Only the last 2 years is when she really actually started to become established again after being brought back after leaving for a long, decent chunk of time. Like, it's just unnecessary for me. And like, maybe if you bring her back as like a granny, sure, but like fundamentally, I don't. Sonia's not a leading lady in soap, and she never has been, and I don't think she ever will or should be.
Isn't she leaving this week at the time of recording, or is it?
Who knows? I don't know. Martin's funeral's not for like another month. I think.
What?
I don't remember. I swear it's not for a while yet.
You're telling me he died in February?
Look, I'm not entirely sure.
No. I'm just saying, right? So we're technically in April when this video comes out. So he won't be buried till May. This is not an Irish funeral.
Oh wait, hold on. It could just be. I think in terms of when stuff was released, it said next month, last month. So like, it said next month in March. April is,
But still, he's been dead.
Martin's funeral will take place April 7th.
Ah, that's Oh, that's next week. Oh, we'll probably be doing a live reaction to that, probably. Yes,
Maybe.
I did say we should do it as a send off, but I'm baffled by UK funerals. Why can't you just do what we do in Ireland? Just they're dead, all right. Get the body examined, see if you killed them. You didn't. Grand. In the ground you go, Granny. See you now. Give me all the money because Granny's dead. Thank you. Bye. Just what happened to that good old days? But
And the other characters I never want to see back. I said you finish your thought. I'll just start theorizing.
what you say, me?
Yeah.
What do you want me to do? Go ahead.
Well, weren't you complaining about something?
I was complaining about the funeral, just how it was. Like, why is it taking place? He died in February. Why is he being buried in April? Like,
Yeah.
I get funerals are a thing that take a while, but it just doesn't make sense to my Irish brain.
I mean, if I was being salacious, I'd probably just say some ridiculous ones like Max Branning, but I don't believe that. I don't believe that. I'm not just gonna lie for content. I mean, you could probably just rattle off a couple of names that you like. But there's no point in bringing them back. Bev Slater, awful, terrible. Hate that character. Haley's gross ass mum, who was just a cow. Haley Slater generally, as much as I did enjoy the character at the time, history has not been kind, and by not being kind, the actress is a piece of shit. So it's not worth it. Just do a different character. It's not worth it.
If I'm bringing back Haley, I'm definitely recasting her. I'm definitely.
Oh yeah.
I'm definitely recasting her. But in my brain, that's the one I have to disagree with. Because I'm like, I do want Haley. I just want an older Haley Slater back. Like when Alfie and Kat are about to get married for the 5th and 6th time. Just at the wedding, all you hear is Alfie, and that scruffy, slaggy voice. That's all you hear. It's just her screaming because Alfie has not paid child support in years. It won't happen because I'm the only one that remembers Haley Slater. But please, Chris Clenshaw, Ben Wadey, if you're listening, please bring back Haley Slater. Obviously recasted. Just another one that will make Ash happy. Rainey. Ash does not want Rainey back.
I do not like Rainey as a character. I just found her insufferable. It was that awkward times like, haha. Well, she's not a drug addict. She's not a drug addict anymore, but she is fucking weird. Look at her. She's putting ice cream with ketchup. What are you doing, man? Stop it. Stop.
What's her name? Highway's granny.
Vi.
Highway.
What characters I actually genuinely hate? I don't know. What characters do I hate with a passion? I mean, I can just kind of joke and say what the Reddit would say. Jean Slater, never want her back. Get rid of her. She's only been mean for 1 month now, but get rid of her. I hate the character. She should never have been. I always hate her. Hate Jean. She's a bitch. She's a cow. Hate that word. Like, it's just funny how much recency bias plays into things in the ongoing Reddit cycle of which character do I hate this month, and that bitch is eating crackers. That whole like dumb that whole idiom where it's someone doing something as insignificant as eating crackers, but I fucking hate that bitch eating crackers. What's
on the crackers? Cheese, butter, jam.
Of course, you're asking that question.
That's all I care about. I need to know what people put on the crackers. I put jam or eat them plain. So.
I don't really hate that many characters.
I don't either, honestly.
There are just a lot of ones that, like, there are a lot of characters you could just happily never see from again. Like, yeah, sure, it's nice to occasionally see Lucas. We don't ever need Lucas Johnson back. It's served out. A lot of these characters' time has naturally served its way out, and characters who you would like to see back in some way, like, if a lot of the characters who died in the 2010s weren't actually dead, I'd happily see them back. Like, you're telling me we could have had a Lubin threat of Derek Brannon every couple of years? Oh, gold. You're telling me like Abby Brannon if she was still around and not dead? Oh, delicious. Jay would never have got with Lola in the first place. They're meant to be together. Like, it's just Stephen Beale. Oh, fantastic! Love that. Like, it's just a fun little idea. I never want to see Martin back. Fundamentally, I'm glad he's dead because he was. I love Martin, but he was never doing anything worth enough to actually. I never want to see people act like they love Martin Fowler again. He was my favorite character. It's like killing off Pat. First off, fuck off. No, it's not. Not at all. Not at all. It's completely different. Martin is not that big a character. He's not that important. Yeah, sure, he's the original East End baby, which everybody likes to chime in. I'm one of the biggest Martin Fowler stans, and even I'm sat there like, yeah, it probably was time, wasn't it? And if I'm doing that, shit's fucked. Mental. It's mental.
You know, like how in Young Sheldon, Sheldon's dad,
talking to the camera a bit more. Yeah.
You know, like how in Young Sheldon, Sheldon's dad like showed up to the funeral of like Sheldon's dad who died. His dad showed up to the funeral in like cosplay, like he as a drag queen, or as a granny.
I've never watched Young Sheldon.
But yeah, basically his granny, like basically in the show, when Sheldon's dad passes, which is the season finale, spoilers, but like it was already teased in Big Bang Theory, so basically they have like obviously him dying, and then they have just this old lady show up like at the funeral, who's like a sort of someone they knew. And I'm just like saying, is James Boy going to do that at Martin's funeral, where he's just going to be playing someone else? Like seeing his, obviously he's not going to say names, because then people are like, oh my god, it's James Boy, but you reckon he will be attending the funeral of his character, is what I'm asking.
Absolutely not.
Like, cause I like if someone, like if my character died in the show, I'd be like, can I attend the funeral, please? I want to see how it is.
Like Frank Butcher.
Wait, did Frank Butcher attend his funeral?
Yeah, he faked his death and he showed up at the funeral. Well, he was sat in the car reading a paper with a hat on.
They remembered me. Honestly, though, that's something I could actually see Mike Reed in real life doing before he died. Like, honestly, that's not
he did seem like that sort of guy.
He did. Like, he did seem like that guy who just die on a Saturday and come back on the Monday like old Jesus, you know? Going for a couple of pints, the wife is ringing him, he's like, fuck off, missus, I'm having a few pints, I'm dead. Leave me alone. But yeah, honestly, part of that, I can't think of any other characters. I'm just now.
Yeah, we're just not really. We're not really driven by hate. Is the main problem. We're fundamentally quite positive. I do have some big opinions about stuff, like soap wise, but if they happen when they happen, I'm not forcing it.
Out. Yeah. So we'll see you in the next one. Don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe, and all that good stuff.
And tell us what characters you never want back in EastEnders.
And we'll see you in the next one. Bye bye. Bye bye.